All right. Let's begin. Adjust your posture. Close your eyes. Time to center ourselves. Come back to the present. Observe the body, the breath, the mind, and allow them to settle down. Make sure you're sitting with the back straight, shoulders relaxed, chest open, the belly soft and free to move. And just stay with your breathing, observing the natural flow of breath for a few moments in complete silence as we observe the breath, allowing the body and the mind to settle down a bit. And feel that upward energy as you breathe in, the downward energy as you breathe out. Along with the air that we are breathing in and out. As we breathe in, you feel an expansion, an upward movement. See if you can observe that. As you breathe out, there is a downward movement which brings a feeling of a release, a let go, more relaxed in the muscles. So continue to observe your breathing and remain aware of the state of your body and mind. Let the body, the mind, all the thought waves settle down a bit. Allow the body to open up. You're not doing much, but by not clenching, by remaining aware of all the parts, all the holding in the body starts releasing. Now take that breath in a little deeper into the lungs, filling the lungs completely. Smooth and complete exhalation, becoming a little more active with the breathing. And set an intention to remain fully present, constantly aware of all parts of the body, of the breathing, of the state of the mind. All-inclusive awareness of this form as we move to the different practices today. And let us chant the 3 rounds of Om, keeping the body, the throat open, allowing the vibrations to spread throughout the body. Let's begin with the first round. Take a breath in. And rub your palms. Move that energy to your eyes, taking a few moments to slowly open the eyes, looking into your palms. Let's start with the active part of our class, opening the body up with our joint rotations, joint movements, and then the Surya Namaskaras. In the active part, we are usually working on the muscles, which are like getting compressed, stretched, releasing any tension more superficially. When we hold postures for long, we are compressing the joints just to release any tension. That compression is momentary, like when you compress and suddenly release, it brings more fluidity to the joints. It de-stresses a little deeper. So let's start with our joint movements, stretching the legs out in front and moving the toes first. Making a few ankle rotations. Reverse. And relax. Now bend the right knee. We'll get some knee movement, holding behind the thigh. Keep the back straight. You can lean back a little if needed. Active and light, lifting the leg up. Relaxed in your breathing. Light and easy movements as much as you can. Raise the leg. See what is holding, if at all. Is it some tension in the muscles? Is it some discomfort in the joints? And relax. Let's move to the other leg. You're aware of your breathing and the whole body. How is the leg that is straight? Is that also active? How is your hold behind the thigh? Are you pressing the fingers together against the thigh? Can you stay active in the upper body? Full body participation, even in the simplest of movements. Now we'll relax. And now to get a little more movement through the body, you can move to the front edge of the mat if needed. We're going to do what is called a Bhu Namanasana, which is basically you raise your arms as you breathe in, and then you twist, placing your palms down wherever they reach. Try to bring your nose or forehead to the floor. You're bowing to the earth. So breathing in, come back up. Breathe out, same thing on the other side. Keep moving, more dynamic movement with the breath. You're bringing a stretch, releasing the spine. You're moving almost all parts of the body, at least the upper body, but stay active in the legs. Keeping your toes pointing upward is a good sign of being active in the legs. They might move when you bend down, but when you come up, check if you're active. One last round on both sides. And coming back up to the center, you can relax back in Dandasana. Bring the soles of your feet together for some butterfly movement. You can interlock your fingers underneath the feet if that's comfortable. Lift one buttock and place it back, just to make sure that both the sit bones are nice and firm on the mat, and then start flapping your knees. Check your back. Are you active in the back muscles? Shoulders open. Are you active in the fingers that are interlocked? Active in the lower part of the legs, the calves, the feet. And now let's just go up and down. Little more exaggerated movement with the knees, and also now with the spine. So when you take the knees down, you look up. As you raise the knees, round your back, chin towards the chest. A cat and cow movement along with the butterfly. As you look up, let the chest come forward. Looking down, push your back towards the back of the room. One last round. Moving with your breath. And coming back to the center this time. As you breathe in, stretch your legs out. Take a few moments here. And sitting cross-legged. Let's get a little more spinal movement with our swinging to the side, lateral stretches. Breathe in, raise the arms. Breathe out. Breathe in and out. Gently swinging from side to side along with the breath. Opening up the sides of the body. Go at a pace that's comfortable for you. Last round on both sides. And coming back up to the center, you can bring your hands. Now let's move the fingers and wrist joints. Opening and closing your fingers. So the extremities, when we move just the fingers, toes also, it starts bringing a relaxation in the nervous system and the mind, which is why I guess a lot of acupressure and all works on the palms, the soles. And now making a loose fist, get some wrist rotations. You're aware of the whole body, you're breathing, reverse. And relax. Let's get some neck movements in. Breathing in, looking up. Breathing out, bringing your chin to the chest. We've already done this movement. So 2 more rounds. Moving with your breath. And after the last round, bring your head back to the center. When you breathe out next, you look over the shoulder, twisting the neck muscles. Breathe in, center. Breathe out to the other side. 2 more rounds on both sides. See what is holding the rotation from being complete. Is there tightness in the neck muscles? Is there a restriction in the joints? And this time after you finish, come back to the center. The next moment, we'll take the ear towards the shoulder as you breathe out. Breathe in center. Today through the class, we'll also keep our awareness on whether you're feeling tightness because of some muscle restricting you on some part, or whether the joint itself is not allowing you to move further, in which case you may not feel too much in the muscles. It's just you can't go beyond a certain point. Finish the last round. And then coming back to the center. Take a few moments to check in with the whole body again. We have moved all the main joints in the body. And you can slowly open your eyes, come up to a standing position. Time to become a little more active with the Surya Namaskaras. We do the Surya Namaskaras, staying light and open with the body. Today, also try to feel that energetic flow through the body as you move. So we go gentle, but also feeling like there is this huge energy flowing through you, getting you to move. That brings a big shift in opening up the body and also mentally. So stand in your active samasthiti. Use your muscles actively. Taking a nice breath in, standing tall. As you breathe out, palms together in front of the chest. Breathing in, lengthen upward, extending backward. Breathing out into a forward fold. Breathing in, right leg goes back. Ashwasanchalana, look to the front, chest open. Allow the hips to sink. Breathing out into your plank. Shift the body forward so that the shoulders are right above the wrist. Now, if you can, hold your breath and go into Ashtanga. Otherwise, breathe in, knees down, breathe out, chest and chin down. And then you move to Bhujangasana as you breathe in. Breathing out to Parvatasana. Breathing in, right foot forward, Ashwasanchalana. Breathing out, left forward. Breathing in, bring the hands by the side of the head, coming up actively, lengthening backward. Breathing out, palms in front of the chest. Breathe in, hands down from the side. Observe how your body is feeling. Allow it to come back to that samasthiti. Now continuing at your own pace, going with the pace of your breathing, active, knowing that you're using this faster flow of energy to release the body and the mind. Let go of everything that isn't serving you. So go ahead. When you're ready, active to the next half cycle. Starting with exhalation into pranayamasana. Every time you breathe in, feel that you're drawing in that fresh energy to all the parts. Every time you're breathing out, you're letting go of all the toxins, of all the holding, both physical and mental. Using the continuous flow to release what is not needed from the body and mind, cleansing it. And after the cycle, take your time in your standing posture to come back to that samasthiti. And when you're ready, one more round on both sides. Feel that energy coursing through your body while you stand, as you move. Which is our intention with the dynamic part of the class, facilitating that movement of energy. Actively engaging the body. Active but relaxed, enjoying the practice. Take your time. And when you feel ready, moving to the last half cycle. Nice. Once you're done, relax, keeping your hands and legs comfortable, eyes closed. If it's difficult to close the eyes gently open, you can just look at the floor, but keep your awareness on the body. Notice all the inner body sensations, the flow of energy. Allow the body, the breathing to settle down. Take your time to stabilize, settle down again. And when you're ready, you can stand sideways on your mat and open the feet out. So now we will hold postures for a little longer. So the first one, your heels can be slightly inward, toes outward. Let's go into a goddess pose. Breathing in, raise your arms to shoulder level. Breathing out, lower the hips. The whole of the spine coming lower towards the floor. Now become aware and check to see if your upper body is leaning forward. Many times when we try to go down, automatically the back starts coming forward. So we are just trying to descend the spine lower. And bending your hands at the elbows, you can hold the chin mudra. Check if your elbows are at the level of your shoulders. They might be lower. If it feels too tight to hold it this way, it's okay. But just be aware of where you're holding them. Now coming back to that full body awareness. You're active in your legs for sure. but bring that activeness in the whole of the torso, the arms. Move your awareness to the neck and head. When we focus on one part, it feels more intense there. But when we keep our awareness spread out to the whole body, even maybe your surroundings, the intensity of what you're feeling is not as much. And see if you can mentally be okay with that little discomfort. Can you keep your breathing relaxed? This practice is our tapas, where we are building that inner strength and resilience. And now slowly straightening up, open the arms out, relax. Keep your feet there. You can turn your toes slightly inward. Observe the whole body. Observe your heartbeat, your breathing. And from here, we'll roll the shoulders up, back and down. Interlock the fingers at the back. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, come halfway into a forward fold with your fingers interlocked. Looking to the front, you come halfway. So that way you will lengthen the spine from the lower back. It's not just the upper back rounding. And the next exhalation, drop your head forward, allow the hands to go up as much as it's comfortable for you. Again, staying here, become aware of the whole body. Your legs are active, but is the weight even on the feet? Do you need to move some of the weight to the toes? Bring that lightness in the feet through balance. Active in the legs. Move your awareness to the lower back, upper back. Are you allowing the shoulder blades to come together? Are you open in the shoulders and collarbone, the rib cage? Allowing your hands to rise up. Go a little further. Are you relaxed in the neck and head? Can you allow the head to just hang loose? And every inhalation, even in this posture, try to feel that upward energy in every cell. And as you breathe out, let go of any clenching, holding, allowing your body to go a little deeper. We'll stay here for 3, 2. Check if you're clenching in your fingers. You're active, but letting go of any holding. When the muscles are relaxed, you're working more on the joints. And 1. Slowly, as you breathe in, coming back up. Release your arms. You can step your feet together. And observe. Take your time coming back to Samasthiti. When you're feeling stable and ready, you can open your eyes. Today's balancing posture. So stand stable on your left leg. Take your time, make any movements you need to. And today we'll bring the right heel in front of this left hip joint where the thigh connects with the hip. So, like a half lotus, as much as you can. If it doesn't go all the way, you can just keep it on your thigh, which is okay, but use your palm to hold it there. And once you're here, if you're feeling stable, if there is no tension, try to push the knee a little lower. So when we raise the leg, many times the knee is also raised up. So if there's already tightness here, this is fine, but if you can, slowly lowering the knee to bring it down. Now while you're here, you raise the right hand. Breathing in, raise the right arm up. If it is challenging to balance here, you can just stay here. If not, you can go into a forward fold. You're still holding the left palm. You're holding the foot with the left palm. So slowly as you breathe out, you can start leaning forward. Keep the knee bent if you need to. You can give it a try. If you can't, you can always come out of it and just go back to standing. So we are trying to lean forward. Bending the knee while going down and coming up helps get that stability. So see whether you want to stand straight or go forward. Once you reach the fingertips, then you can see if you can stay active in the hips, the buttocks. Feel free to bend the standing knee to reach the floor. 4, 3, 2, and if you have bent down, remember keeping the knee slightly bent helps you come up more stable. As you breathe in next, you can come back up, and then we'll release the leg. Relax. Balancing also helps us gain control over the body, take our awareness to what is causing the imbalance, but also helping us stay centered, mentally relaxed and stable, no matter what the challenge to the body, which is an attitude that can help in our day-to-day life situations. When you're ready, we'll explore on the other side. Bring the left heel this time to the front of the hip, in the hip flexor, or wherever. The same thing, you can hold it a little lower also. Because you have the hand for support, take it to how much ever you can. And then raise the arm. Feel active in the standing leg, the raised arm, the whole of your spine, the front of the body, full body awareness. And if you're comfortable, slowly leaning forward. You can push your hips back slightly, lean forward. Give it a try, if you can, going into a forward fold. And once you're there, dropping your head down, trying to straighten the knee. If not, you stand straight with the arm raised. Find what the balancing posture is for you today. And once you're in the posture again, just observe your breathing, feeling that upward energy as you breathe in, the downward energy as you breathe out. 4, 3, 2, 1. If you have bent forward, bend your knees slightly to come back stable and relax. Taking time to come back to Samasthiti. And then slowly come down to a Dandasana, sitting down on your mat. With your legs stretched out. Bending your knees to the back, we'll come into a Vajrasana. We are trying to go slowly into a virasana, where you sit between your feet. Stay in your Vajrasana. Just become aware of the whole body. And now if you're comfortable, you can move a little to the front of the mat also, because we'll try to extend it further. If you're comfortable, you move your feet away and try to sit between your feet. Now, if this is difficult, you can always bring a rolled up bed sheet or a blanket, place it in between and sit on that. That can help you sit down that way. If not, Vajrasana is also good for today, staying in Vajrasana. A small cushion or a folded sheet between to sit on can make the Virasana a little easier, hero's pose. Observe how you're feeling in the legs and in the upper body. They're opening up the knees, the ankles. And if you're comfortable here, you can take it further to stretch the front of the thighs as well. You can take your hands back, place your palms back a little, and see if you can lean back little by little. Wherever you stop is okay. If you can, you go to your elbows. Take a moment there, drop your head back. Matsya Virasana, a fish hero, where your legs are in the hero's pose. You've dropped your head back in a fish pose. Remain aware of the whole body. And if you're comfortable, you can slide your elbows out or forward. Slowly take the head down, the shoulders also down. See if that works for you today. If not, even just a sitting Virasana or a Vajrasana with support. Every posture can be done at any level. So find your comfort. Those who cannot do it this way can use a blanket. Even in Vajrasana, you can place a blanket or a folded sheet under the ankles if you feel the tightness in the ankles. If it's between the knees, you place a sheet between the thighs and the calf. And if Virasana is a challenge, you can fold as thick a sheet as you need or a blanket and place it between you and sit on that. Any modification? Each body is different. So those of you who are lying down, observe where you're feeling the posture most. Is it coming from the muscles being stretched too much? Or is it coming from the joint not allowing you to go deeper? Just remain aware of what is happening. And now slowly you can prop yourself back on your elbows. Take your time to come up slowly and then straighten up. And taking your palms to the front, you can slowly lift your hips, bringing your knees together. And keep your knees together and we'll go into a Balasana. Not an active one. Your elbows, forearms can also relax. If you feel there's too much pressure on the belly to breathe, just move your awareness to the spine. You'll notice that the lungs can still expand. Three, two, one. Now slowly coming up into Vajrasana. You can stretch your legs out again and lie down on your back. So the rest of the asanas, we'll do them lying down. Some more hip opening on the outer hip. So bend your knees. We'll do the figure 4 or the sleeping pigeon, sleeping swan. So you bring the right ankle on top of the left thigh as if you're sitting cross-legged. And then lift the left foot off the floor to bring both the knees closer to the chest. Now there is a small triangle formed between your legs. So take your right hand in that gap, the left hand from outside on the left side. Now see if you can interlock your fingers either on the shin or on the back of the thigh, whatever is accessible today for you. And then relax. Check the whole body. Remain active, but you're not trying to stretch too much. You will just stay here, allowing gravity to work a little bit. Opening up the body, and the longer holds are working on releasing tension, tightness at a deeper level in the connective tissues, the joints. To become more comfortable in the posture. If it starts feeling intense, you can make it easy by just releasing the leg a little bit more, moving the knees a little more away from the body maybe. Aware of the whole body. There's nothing much you're doing with the back, but are you aware of the back muscles, the soles of the feet, the head? Remaining aware of the breath while being aware of every aspect of your being, of this form. Everything is the training for our real life situations. If you can remain aware of your breathing with whatever you're doing in the asanas, the same way you can remain aware of your breathing with all the activity you're doing outside as well. The breath can be the main anchor for our mindfulness. Last few seconds here. If there is no challenge at all in the body, if you feel you're not feeling it much, then you can slowly try pulling the knees a little closer to the chest, making it a little more intense or deeper. Now slowly we'll release our fingers, place the left foot back, release the right leg. Take a few moments, feeling that state of samasthiti. And then move to the other side. Bring the left ankle on top of the right knee. And lifting the right foot off, bring both the legs closer to the chest. The left hand goes in that gap between the legs. The right hand comes from outside on the right. Interlock your fingers on the shin or on the back of the thigh. Even if holding behind the thigh is not accessible, you can just relax your arms wherever they are, or just hold gently behind both the thighs. The pose will still work. Observe what happens as soon as you get into the posture. Is it the muscles, or is it some joint itself which is not allowing you to pull closer? Maybe you are not able to bend the knee too much. Many times it is tightness in the muscles which doesn't allow us to go into the poses. But sometimes it's also the way the joints are, the size and shape of our bones, which don't allow us to go deeper. Just becoming aware of what is happening in the body. We'll stay here for 4, 3, 2, 1. You can slowly release the legs. Stretch the legs out. Take a few moments. Now bending your knees. Bring your knees to the chest. Open your arms out at shoulder level. Let's go into a twist. As you breathe out, dropping your legs to the left. Turning your head to the right side. You can use your palm to hold the knees down if you want. Just make sure the feet are relaxed. Adjusting the position of your feet. And then let go into the twist. We'll stay here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly coming back to the center. We go to the other side. As you breathe out, drop your knees to the right side. Turn your head to the left. And let go into the posture. Four, 3, 2, 1. Gently coming back to the center. You can hug your knees once. Roll on your back side to side. Coming back to the center, lift your head, bringing it towards the knees. And slowly lower the head. Place your feet down. Stretch your legs out. Going into Shavasana. Time to let go of the body. Remain aware of the whole body. Aware of your breathing. As you breathe out, feel that you're letting go of the whole body. No need to keep it active. Release. Allow it to sink into the mat. The next few rounds, as you breathe out, feel that you're releasing all the holding mentally as well. As if you're letting go of whatever isn't serving you, whatever isn't nourishing you. Just surrendering to that life force energy. When we let go of holding, which is why Shavasana is a beautiful practice, we are learning to surrender. You let go of the body, let go of the mind, and with that, you're inviting that life force energy to flow through you, to live through you, to express through you the way it wants. That limited I that we think we are is stepping out of the way. And when we do that, we are just a medium for that life force to express itself. Then we don't shoulder the responsibility of living a certain way, doing certain things, having the idea of should not, right, wrong. Surrendering, letting go, dissolves that idea that I am just this body, that idea of that finite, limited I that is always there, the ego. We hear about surrendering to God. When people say, just surrender, go with the flow, this is what it is. You are letting go of your holding and stances, saying that now I am available for that life force energy to express itself through this form. Even that energy uses the mind only to act, make choices. But then the I, with its thoughts, with its emotions, is not making the choices. With the form that we have, we will still be making choices, decisions, taking actions. The difference is it will not be coming from that limited form feeling of I, trying to think of what is good for this body, this mind. See if you can stay with that feeling of just being open, surrendered, and whatever you're doing the rest of the day, especially when there are bigger, more obvious decisions. Is it coming because of something you want, something you're trying to avoid, or something you desire? Or in that moment, can you just let it go, saying, I allow that life force energy to guide the decision. Let's slowly come out of Shavasana, bringing activeness in the body again, staying relaxed mentally. Start wiggling your fingers, toes, moving your body little by little. You can bring your feet together, give yourself a nice full body stretch. Turn to one side and come back to a seated position. When you're up, adjust your posture to keep the back straight. Bring your hands in a chin mudra, eyes closed. You're still aware of the whole body, the breath, the state of the mind. Let us go for a few rounds of active Kapalabhati, where you're just using the abdominal muscles to flush out that air, to push out. So relaxed inhalation and remain aware of the whole body so that no other part is moving too much. It's only the abdomen which is going in forcefully when you breathe out. So when you're ready, make sure the breath is coming from the belly region. That is what we are practicing in Kapalabhati. Exhalation is faster. Go at the pace, the speed that's comfortable for you. So take a second or two to breathe in if needed and forcefully exhaling. You can continue. Keep this round more active, squeezing those abdominal muscles. When you think that you're getting tired or the intensity is starting to reduce, just stop whenever that is. And when you stop, just be. You are just that awareness. Almost everything can come to a standstill when you suddenly stop the practice. That stillness, that spaciousness is what we are in essence. All these practices are giving us a glimpse of that state of just being, especially practices like Kapalabhati Bhastrika. Give an instant glimpse into that when you stop the practice. Now the next round, we will go one more round. This time, keep it more subtle because the faster version, the more obvious movement of muscles is working on the air. But now we try to feel that you're flushing or pushing that energy upward. So the muscle movement can be more subtle and gentle, but still feel that upward flow. You can start until I tell you to stop. You're still moving the belly, but keep it gentle and subtle, focusing on that inner subtle flow of energy. And begin. stop. This stillness, this nothingness, or maybe it's everything. Get familiar with that. That same stillness, spaciousness that you are is present within this body, the mind, outside as well. This aspect of who you are is all around, just like the space around you in the room, outside. You are this. Each of us is this. Then there is no you, I. And that is why it is being, not my being, your being. The ones that we refer to as I, you, are just a label for this form. But in essence, we are all just this. I am. There's no way to define that. Now, staying with that same stillness, the expansiveness that you are, become aware of the physical body again, feeling the weight of the body, the shape of the body. Take a nice active breath. We'll come out of our practice. So bringing your palms together, take a few moments to feel grateful. Maybe today grateful just for being born in this form where we can experience just being. We have that potential in us. So just grateful for that. Whatever journey has led us to this right now. And let us wish today that each and every being can get to experience their true essence, realize their true essence. With love, compassion, gratitude, let us chant our closing prayer, taking a breath in. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. You can rub your palms and move that energy to your eyes, to the whole of your body. That helps us to come back to this body in the present moment while still remaining aware of that being that we are. Thank you.